A popular Lexington restaurant is now facing a federal class action lawsuit over alleged wage violations from a former employee. This comes as another restaurant group recently settled a similar lawsuit. ABC 36's Sydney St. Clair looks into the latest claims.
On Monday, Laken-Pinkerman, a former employee of Carson's Food and Drink, filed a lawsuit against the restaurant for allegedly violating wage laws and tip-pulling regulations. Pinkerman says she worked at the restaurant's Main Street location from May 2017 to September 2024. Attorney Dave Garrison, who is representing Pinkerman, says Carson's allegedly made employees work before and after their shift without paying minimum wage.
The law allows employers like Carson's to pay service employees under what's called a tip credit practice or policy if certain conditions are met. So the tip credit allows employers to pay employees less than the minimum wage.
He says that any work that is done where tips are not given does not fall under the tip credit policy, and workers must be paid minimum wage. Garrison says Carson's has changed this policy recently, but did not compensate employees who worked under the former policy. In a statement sent to ABC 36, Palette Restaurant Group, which owns Carson's, says they found out about the lawsuit on Tuesday. They say lawsuits like this have become a frequent trend over the past few years. Their statement says, in part, "We are actively working with our legal counsel and our leadership team to ensure that Carson's and its parent company, Palette Restaurant Group, are always compliant with the latest laws and statutes." Garrison says that during her time at Carson's, Pinkerman worked in several different roles, from a hostess to a server and a manager. Pinkerman is suing for compensation not only for herself, but for all others who also worked under the same conditions. Garrison says more than a dozen people have joined the lawsuit.
We hope that all servers and bartenders over the time period covered by this case, which goes back 3 years, will participate in the case. And for every hour they worked, they should have been paid the minimum wage instead of that lower hourly wage.
Garrison also told me he hopes to reach a settlement that resolves the case. In Lexington, Sydney St. Clair, ABC 36 News Now.